But listen, I gotta
hip-hop.
address this guy that came down here the other day. I really hate to have to do this, man, and drag you guys back into this whole lore again. Okay, there's been some posts that have gone up about me when it comes to this whole thing that happened before. We called it promoter beef. All right, it happened with the guy Tug of War. Have you guys ever heard of a guy named Tug of War Slingfoot or Swingfoot? All right, one in the chat if you've ever heard of a guy. He's a rapper from the UK named Tug of War Swingfoot. Two in the chat if you've never heard. You don't know who the Underground Nation. I know you know who I'm talking about. You're in the scene. Okay, I got somebody else in here. Rude Boy Scoob says UK Mon. All right, another one in there. From Biggie Gold. This is so annoying, bro. Let's pull it up on the screen here. Let's pull it up. Let's pull up Tugger. Oh, I might not even be able to go onto his page. Okay, I might have to go onto one of his backup pages because I'm blocked.
Warning crew, stop remember.
This is a post from like 2020.
Time I look on picture of me with no top on. Like you watch man with passion. But me a crackhead. Pussy only.
I can't even say it. I'm not even patois. I can't even speak patois like him. He's the white man speak better patois.
Lisa, tell me you do it. When me a bust my gun.
You know rappers be capping and they rap about never smoke crack. Stop it. Stop it. Fibber. Anyhow, so I don't know how I got wrapped up in a beef with this gentleman right here. I want to say salute to Price the Boss. Also, I want to say salute. I'm going to put all my salutes out. Okay, we're going to do a compliment sandwich over here. Big salute to Price the Boss. He got the still tipping that's going on right now. There was the show that happened not too long ago with Tug of War Swing Foot. All right, here's them here in the studio. Big salute to man like Snoopy. Then they're cooking up. But it all started with this whole beef between Freddie Fame and Tug of War. I've gotten a little bit more information from behind the scenes.
Oh, God. Turn up.
And this is the show that went down in Toronto.
Big 24th Dynasty. See me, I said 25th Dynasty.
One more up.
You know the swagger, you know the style. Outside today, you know, Toronto, Tida. Sick clock to them. You know them are rampant. I go on like them are bad people. Hang.
Show good because I didn't get to go to the show. To be honest, it wasn't like I was planning to go to the show. I don't know who the fuck this nigga is, bro, or this white guy is here, man. I'm sorry, man. But did any of y'all get to go to the show? Underground Nation, did you go to the show? Because I know you be outside everywhere. Let me know, bro, if you went to the show. If you went to the show, I'm gonna hit you with a link just now too, bro. Here's the thing. I jumped into the comments of a post that was made by the brother Price the Boss. And for some reason, I got myself into the middle of this whole promoter beef, promoter war. Okay. I guess people got offended at what I was saying about everybody arguing over something that was bringing in probably less than $1,000. And I don't know, bro. I'm not in the man's pockets, okay? I don't know how much money they made off of the show. I don't know how much money that it costs to bring Tug of War, Slingfoot, Tug of Week, whatever the fuck his name is. I don't know how much it costs. I would imagine it probably cost like $2,500 to bring him down, which is not bad. You know what I'm saying? But plus the flight, plus room and board. I don't know. But I do understand this. I know that these guys spent money that they didn't make back. That's all I'm saying. All right. I'm not doing it to belittle the man them, to diss them, anything like that. But just from experience of knowing how these things go, if these guys did have to spend any money on this, they're probably going to lose money on this. Okay, venue cost, all of that type shit. You know what I'm saying? But what ended up happening is I got this post over here from Price the Boss. Price the Boss, he at Prince Media and he says, "Say it ain't so low," and with the laughing emoji next to it. I mean, since they're running with whatever for the clicks, let's go. But you gotta wait. I gotta take my time with this one. Oh, bro, he about to dissect the shit. Way hotter than the hashtag promoter beef over $100. May as well be first week of November, hashtag polo. So I don't know if they got something cooking up for the first week of November, but I'm here now, nigga. Okay, I'm here now. All right. We don't have to do some product launch or whatever. I'm going to respond to the 1st of November. No, nigga, I'm here now with no smoke for you. But your homie, Swingfoot, Tugga Week, he jumped in the comments. I'm sorry, gang. I wish I could show you guys the comments. But as you know, he said, yo, I don't know what these guys are talking about with their lies. They like to run with their lies like usual and Ray Tay Tay. Let me show you something, my nigga. Okay, because I know you might be over there in the UK. You got to get acquainted with the Mandem, and everything was cool. I'm sure they showed you a lot of hospitality, all that shit. All right, nigga. I contacted whoever who was in charge of rolling around with you to say that, you know, if he wants to pull up and do a podcast episode, sure. Mans them contacted me behind the scenes, said, yo, he's ready to do an episode. I said, whenever he's ready, sure. But guess what? I was impressed because guess what? Nobody gives a fuck about who Tug-of-War is. Holy shit, bro. A nigga actually, and I'll tell you some BTS shit. Somebody hit me up from behind the scenes about a week and a half before this nigga got here and offered me money to interview that nigga. Holy shit. I was like, who's that? I had to go look him up. The nigga is like, yo, he's going to be here in a few weeks. He's the hottest guy out of the UK. Oh, my God, you don't know. He does the swing foot. He does that thing there. Whoa. Oh. I'm like, all right, bro. So he's a dancer. No, bro, he's a rapper, bro. He's so sick. I said, all right, bro. I want to be there on the interview too, bro. So, you know, you can come down to the hotel, to the Airbnb, whatever it is. Yo, you know what I'm saying? I said, $5. We make it happen. We make it happen. Never happened. So I went about my business. Carol says, Friday, you dodged the mesquite Ute. I don't know what I dodged, bro. All I know is just like the way that these guys made a big deal about him in comparison to the amount of deal that he actually is. Niggas don't give a fuck about Tug-of-War. No, you know what? I don't. I interviewed K Coke. You think I give a fuck about Tug-of-War? Come on, B. Let's go, man. So when he had his little comments over there, oh, I just noticed, so I put on the screen right there. Price, the boss, has entered the chat. Listen, Price, this is not a diss or a hit piece on you. It's on your mans, bro. He's not that important. I had to let him know, stay the fuck out of Toronto business, my youth. All right, so let's go over to my Twitter because he blocked me on Instagram, so I had to go on Twitter, man. You know what I'm saying? The petty part of my brain, I couldn't let it go. I was like, damn, the nigga blocked me, bro. I wasn't done getting my shit off, man. Damn. And the worst part about it, when I clip this into a segment, I can't even put Tug-of-War's name in the segment because I don't even think that people will give a shit if I put Friday goes at UK artist Tug-of-War. They'll be like, who? You know what I'm saying? Anybody from outside of the Toronto algorithm as well as inside the Toronto algorithm will be like, who? So I don't know. Maybe you guys can help me with a title. Help me with a working title for when I make a segment for this. Okay. Maybe somewhere along the line of washed UK rapper thought he can thought he can talk slick on Toronto podcaster. I don't know. UK rapper that nobody cares about talks crazy about Toronto about washed Toronto rapper. You could even call me washed in there. All right. It's a title in progress. You all let me know. Okay. Prince B said, "Oh man, we still talking about this? You're here. You made it." Of course, we're still talking about this. So I said, yo, tug of war, mind your business. Keep your mouth out of Toronto things. No one went to your show out here and you washed. Rock out of here. I think I did give him another one. Is it only the one? Yeah. Oh, no, this is the one I did before this. All right. Who's this you talking to? You came to Toronto all the way from the UK to perform to less people than we can put in a venue for a live podcast. I need therapy, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm gonna work on myself, man. Okay. Because like lately, I don't know if it's like the Reddit or just the way that people get at me sometimes. I just take low blows, man. It be true, but I be taking low blows. Pause. So I'm gonna stop, man. All right, because I don't know. I'm just saying. I could go do a podcast episodes. We've done podcast episodes in the past, and they probably had more people in the audience. But that's just besides the point. I'm not gonna do that to you, tug of war. I care about the people over here in my city. I don't give a fuck about you, Brixton, London, wherever the fuck you from. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all, bro. Okay. What I will say, and big salute to the people who are in the chat right now, and I'm glad you guys are here to hear this. Yes, I feel that you guys have been wronged in the situation. I had a great conversation with the gentleman right here, Prince Beats, behind the scenes. And from my understanding, everything was set up for this gentleman, Tug of War, to come down here and do his show. The rug was pulled on him. And these guys, because the rug was pulled on him, and these guys being Prince Beats, Price the Boss, the whole squad, they picked up the slack and made sure that he had Toronto hospitality, made sure that he was good when he was out here. Because the rug was pulled on him, there was a lot of promises that was made to him before he was supposed to come here. And apparently these promises were made by Freddie Fame, and shit went left. Okay? So when it comes to me saying you guys are arguing about less than $100 and everything like that, I apologize. Okay? Man, a big man. I can do things like that. I apologize. Good evening, Tasha Latina. Welcome to the chat. I apologize, all right? Because I'm not trying to make you guys look in any type of way when it comes to the business that you guys are conducting. I'm sure the man them make way more than that when it comes to doing whatever y'all do, when it comes to media, when it comes to shows, when it comes to whatever y'all do. You know what I'm saying? But I also understand that sometimes we take L's doing this shit, as somebody who has taken multiple L's doing this shit. But it's still fuck you, Tug of War. All right, bro? Eat a dick. I'm not coming out to still tipping. Respectfully, Prince Beats. Y'all niggas trying to get me set up, bro. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.